Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, we're glad you're here. Looks like we're gonna ride into the sunset tonight. Looks like my GoPro's about dead, so hopefully I get some footage here. Initial ride out here on the 83 V6, sorry, let me start over. 83 V45 Sabre 750. I want to say my initial thoughts are this thing soaks up a lot of the bumps. It's very comfortable compared to my V65 Sabre. I don't know if that's because of modifications that have been done to the V65 or the fact that the seat on this thing actually has some padding. So that is very thankful to my butt and my back. So let me tell you, that is feeling quite nice. Also, this thing is much lighter, much easier to maneuver, and I do appreciate that, because who wants to have a heavy bike that is hard to move around? This should have about 82 horsepower. If anybody knows different, let me know. I've heard some specs say 82 had 78 horsepower, but this is an 83 Sabre, so I believe we have the pleasure of driving with 82 horsepower, and I will get to the specs later in a different video, but this is just initial drive on this beauty. I will say the grips are crappy. They need to be changed out. They're old and junk, but any gear on this thing feels quite nice. It's peppy and torquey and gets up and goes no matter what. Like I said, it's just very, very comfortable. Riding position is not like a cruiser, more of like a standard type bike. I am sitting forward a little bit. I will say that with this seat, I'm 5'5", so my arms are a little shorter. So if I was a bigger dude, I could probably sit up straight on this. But right now, I'm leaning a little bit forward, but no stress is being put on my wrist or my arms. Look at that sunset. Take it in, guys. It's gorgeous. Awesome. It's nice to have a clock. However, I wish the clock and the dashboard would go off when you're not riding and the bike's not powered up, because that just drains the battery eventually. But keep riding your bikes and you don't have to worry about that. This is a 5-speed with overdrive. You can read there, overdrive. So now we're in 6th. 6 would be for cruising, so I wouldn't technically ride in 6th a lot unless you're out on the highway, but you can enjoy that. You have your temp gauge and your fuel gauge over here, everything electronic except for the tach and the speedometer. Over here you have your trip meter, and you have trip reset down here. Over here you have your horn, your turn signal, your high and low, of course, and your choke, which you do push up to turn on. Your odometer's down here in the secondary display, and all your warning lights are across the top right here. You have turns, neutral, warning light, which would light up if you had an issue. But this bike is just super awesome. It's super smooth. The V4 engine is just purrs along, and I did have to replace the exhaust system. It was all falling apart, and I actually got a stock system off of eBay, and just got done installing that. When I started this thing up for the first time, ooh, it was smoking like crazy from the collector. But I don't know how long ago that this exhaust system was used. I got no leaks, and should I pass this guy? I'll just stay where I am. There's can be cops up here. So I don't know, it was burning a lot of stuff out, but just that initial heat cycle had to burn everything out of there, and the second time I fired it up, it was not smoking at all. So super happy with the exhaust repair. Like I said, it was a full system and fit right up. I have videos on that I will put up eventually. Let me get to editing. The only thing I do notice on this bike as we're looking for things to fix, the idle, I need to adjust that up a little bit. It's just a little low, seems like it wants to shut off when you're come to a stop. So that's a quick little adjustment. And then the speedometer, if you flip it, it bounces around a little bit till it finds its spot. So I don't know, I'm not going to work on that. I'm not going to mess with it unless it stops working. But I'm guessing that's only, it's probably a little bit, needs a little bit of lubrication actually inside the gears. So I am not going to mess with it. But this thing has good tires. I don't feel any vibrations. It's just a smooth runner. And I'm super happy with it. I would trust anybody to jump on this. Now, I think I was saying about being short. This is just slightly tall for me, but after riding the KTM Enduro, I got no issues on this bike. This thing, I can put one foot flat down and have the other foot on the pegs. I can even straddle it with 2 feet, and it's not a big deal for me. So, yeah, I really have no complaints, just need to make an adjustment on that idle speed. And this one's a rider, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun on it. I never gave this bike a whole lot of credit because I had the V65 and I really didn't want a V45. But when good deals arise and you would really like a bike you can ride home and not trailer, you buy an 83 V45 Sabre. Boy, I just love the way this thing, it's not obnoxious and it's not loud by any means, but you probably can't hear it. It's super quiet. You know, it's idling better now. Just probably needed to work out. I didn't ride this thing for a while because I was waiting on exhaust parts. I might raise it a little bit. It's supposed to be around 1,000, maybe 1,200. Yeah, I might raise it a little bit. You hear that? Okay. I just love the way it just has a low rumble. It's not crazy like the Magna that we've been riding. But she gets up and goes. This is an initial ride. I'd like to take her up to Gold Mine Road. We'll do that another night because it is starting to get dark, but I am super happy with the way she's behaving here. Shifts smooth. I don't think I've done any maintenance to her. I don't believe I did any fluids. I think I just rode her until the exhaust fell off and then I replaced the exhaust and here we are. The battery was completely dead, so I had to put the charge on her overnight. But now she's back in action, and this could easily be one of my favorite bikes. Gasp. Imagine that. A bike that I didn't like at first, now one of my favorites. Alright. If you can see on the dashboard, 55 is in red, because back in '83, 55 was the highway speed limit on most of the roads here in the United States. So they wanted you to know that, hey, 55, don't go faster than that. But what's nice is this speedometer goes up to 150, whereas the 82 Magna speedometer only goes up to 85. So how do you know when you're having fun when it stops at 85? You have no idea where you're at. I hope you like that gauge cluster. Futurama. Alright, we're gonna cruise up here a little bit, and I'll keep you with me until my camera dies. She just sounds so good and handles super well. It's amazing how much lighter and more nimble this is than the V65. I mean, I don't see how anyone could not enjoy riding this bike. I could probably ride this thing all day. Matter of fact, I might have to. While you're at it and you're watching this, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. You're gonna want to see more of this bike and all the bikes I've been mentioning in this video. Uh-oh. Why is everybody breaking down? What's going on out here? Oh yeah, she is so smooth. Guys, get a Sabre. Get a V45 Sabre. You won't regret it. You know, the Magna's super popular, and the Sabre, people forget about it. They forget that this has the same power plant as the Magna and the Interceptor. Don't forget about the Sabre. This thing's super comfortable. Has all the amenities. Guys, well, that's about enough for tonight. I just wanted to get you a good ride on the V45 Sabre 750 and tell you to go buy one. But if you don't, that's your own fault. You're not gonna have as much fun as I am. So I'm gonna turn myself around, head back home. I've had fun for one night. I will see you on the next one. Like I said, like and subscribe, and keep 2 down.